They've increased security into the castle. This is going to be more challenging than I thought.
It's Character Growth, the episode. What's up everyone, John Fox here with the pick of the week for Season 9, Episode 17, The Summer Sun Setback. This episode really felt like an in-between for all the other episodes. There was a lot of explicitly stated exposition that really was just explained to us what was going on. There's also a lot of character growth in this episode that really only makes sense having seen the other episodes before it, which is pretty unusual for the show since they have a sort of status quo and most episodes can be watched out of order without missing anything. But it's cool to actually see characters grow, both the heroes and the villains, and it really feels like it's building up to a big moment. And while I'm sure that big moment is going to be epic, this episode kind of demonstrates how boring character growth is. Don't get me wrong, it's important, and when done well, it makes a story better. But this episode was a lot of saying, "Look how much I've grown," and then demonstrating it by immediately solving a problem. It felt like it was paced a little too quickly. The stakes were never really that high. Twilight had it handled the whole time. I guess now we see why Twily Nanas is more fun than Calm Collected Twi. Seeing characters win without struggle is just not entertaining. Now, the B plot with the villains, that was more fun. I like how well it was integrated into the A plot as well as the season overarching plot, and I look forward to seeing how that pays off. Now, there weren't many super exciting scenes in this episode. Sure, a bunch of really interesting new characters, but what to draw? My Discord channel wanted to see some more of the Mean 3, so I went with that, but with a twist. A good a time as any to practice animation, I guess. So, for these short few seconds, I redid the composition of the scene to cut out as much work as I could, principles of minimal animation and everything. I've never really done this kind of thing before, so now's as good a time as any to learn, I guess. Not so much a pick of the week as it is a clip of the week. I really had to plan everything out in such a way that I did as little work as possible. That's not me being lazy, that's just being efficient. Anyway, I figured I needed 3 backgrounds. I knew I needed to pan in one shot, so I left room for that. For the animation of Chrissy walking up, I drew the character cell a little high and then just had that bob and scale up. The turning, of course, was frame by frame, but it looks okay with just a few frames. The transformation was the hardest, but the most fun part. Now this is an ink blot wipe with fine edges filtered, color green, some particle effects, and a little bit of glow. I'm not going to do an overly long tutorial for how I did this. It was really only created for this one shot, and I think it'd be pretty hard to translate into a bigger shot. Finally, compositing, which I usually do in Photoshop, but since this is an animation, here it is in After Effects. And let me tell you, Psy and After Effects are not the programs you want to use to make animations. I'm trying to minimize my work, I think I ended up just doing more. Anyway, thanks for watching everybody, hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you all next week.
They've increased security into the castle. This is going to be more challenging than I thought.